My channel?
Yeah.
That's good. All right.
That's crazy.
So let's get it started.
Okay.
All right. So I'm here with Karina. Karina, how old are you?
35.
Are you originally from Arizona?
Yes.
What part of AZ?
Phoenix.
Phoenix.
Yeah. Grew up on the west side.
In Maryville?
Yes.
That's cool, man. What are you doing out here?
I'm homeless right now. I just trying to get myself together, get a job and things like that. But I've came to realize that I've worked a 9 to 5 my whole life and I've never gotten anywhere.
Yeah.
I've lost it all several times. And yes, I'm not gonna lie, it's due to addiction, but even when out of my addiction, like life wasn't enough. Life wasn't life wasn't worth enough. Like I would work, go home, eat and sleep, and then do it all over again and do it all over again. So I didn't find meaning into living a normal life, living like what they say normal,
Yeah.
because it's not. There's more to life than just normal, than living 9 to 5, 9 to 5. There's so much money out in the world that people don't know, and working a 9 to 5 keeps your eyes closed to the things out here. So you have to be a visionary. I feel like you have to be smarter than, and then if you're a addict like myself or the people out here, I think you have to be more, like, you have to maintain and be stronger than to make it out here. Because if not, you just stay stuck out here, and you can have carts full of things, but then you don't have anywhere to put it because you're a addict, and all your habit goes into what the. So it's like, okay, so for drug addicts, I feel like we need to like help each other, help each other maintain, help each other and help each other, encourage each other, help each other, but we don't help each other. We just steal each other, break each other down, put each other down, talk about each other, and we just kill ourselves. We're killing ourselves. Because where are all the homeless at? Oh yeah, like they're nowhere, but cause we steal from each other. So then they turn into little groups, and those little groups just start killing each other. It's like, why? Why are we doing this? You know?
Before you were out here in the streets, what kind of work did you used to do?
I used to. Well, my first job was a mission inspector. I used to run admissions for AZ, Arizona ADOT, and then I did I did Walmart for about 3 years cashiering, and then the rest of my years was at the money center. Yeah.
And you just felt like you had no life when you were doing all that?
When I was doing all that, like I was on and off. Like I would stay clean for 3 years and then relapse, and then I would stay clean another 4 years and then I would relapse, and then another 2 years and then relapse again. So I never got why I was relapsing every time. I didn't get it because I really did want to stay sober, and I was doing programs, and I was doing classes, and I was doing hanging out with new friends, sober friends.
Yeah.
But it wasn't like it didn't fill me. It didn't fulfill me. It didn't feel that. I didn't feel that emptiness. Even with my family. Like I had my family around and everything, but I still felt alone. I still felt empty. So I remember being 5 years old and always waiting for my dad to come home at the door, always waiting for my dad to come home. And I would know about what time he would come home because I would hear him whistle, right? And so I would wait for him, and as soon as I'd hear his whistle, I know that's dad coming home. So but then, my dad had alcohol. He was an alcoholic. He never hit. I never seen him hit my mom or beat her or anything. He was like a really nice, like happy drunk. But to me, he was like, I never seen him. Like I never saw him drunk. He was my dad. And I remember just waiting for him to come home. But my mom taught me very well, like growing up, like my values and my how to respect people and who to respect, how to respect, and when to respect people. Respect in general everyone, but my values as a woman, as you have to learn how to it's like traditional Mexican moms. You cook, you clean, and you learn how to do the basics because you need to grow up and find yourself a man and get married. And you want a good man for you, so you need to learn how to do these things right. And that's how she taught me. But I'm the only one in my family that does drugs. I'm the only one. And they're like, "What happened to you? Why? Why? We don't understand why." And
At what age did you start trying substances?
I started at age 14.
At 14?
Yeah, at 14 I started I was a really rebellious teenager. Like I would skip school.
Yeah.
I started hanging out with friends that I thought were good friends but really weren't. We were all kind of in the same boat. I think just felt neglected and stuff, I guess. But so I think we don't really know how to choose our friends until we live that part. Now I kind of know who or who not to, but I give people the benefit of the doubt. I give the benefit of the doubt and let them be who they want to be. And if they want to be bad people, then let's go ahead, be bad people. But I'm not gonna repay evil with evil,
Yeah.
And that's something the Lord has taught me. Even you're gonna say I'm crazy, but out here, I have learned how to communicate with God and really have a strong relationship. Even in my deepest sin, He still picked me out of so many people to walk among the streets and still live in my sin, and He still accepts me, and He says, "Okay, but I'm gonna turn all your sin into the good of my glory," He says. And then I'm like, "Okay, God, well, show me what to do for you." And He's like, "Clean." And he everywhere I go, I clean, 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 and I'm like, well, how is this helping? I don't understand, And if it's crazy because there's rap songs about being out here in the streets, and it talks about that, like "Better Days" by Tupac. It talks about being out here cleaning the streets to help to help people not perish, to help people not pass away, because there's a lot of murders out here. There's a lot of kids being taken. There's a lot of bullshit being done out here that people that work a 9 to 5 don't realize. Like when people get like the fosters, the orphans.
Yeah.
I feel like they deserve the same opportunities, the same love as kids that do have parents. They deserve the same love, and it pisses me off because the system's so fucked up. The system is so fucked up that they're just giving licenses to any motherfuckers who pass a certain amount of tests and shit like that, and a certain amount of time they clean your record. Bullshit. They need to really fucking look into who they're giving these kids to. You know what I mean? Because they give licenses to any motherfuckers now. Anybody. Just anybody that will take them because they're so full in there. You know what I mean? And it's fucked up. The system's so fucked up. It pisses me the fuck off. And excuse me my language, but it's messed up.
So you that are out here on the streets, what do you think we could do to stop the blue epidemic that's hitting the streets right now in Phoenix?
The blues.
Do you think we need tougher laws or more programs?
No.
What do you think we need?
You can put someone in jail so many times. When a person's not going to change, it's not going to change.
Okay.
It has to be within you that you want to change. But sometimes a person's so mentally and emotionally messed up. I feel like I should have already been mentally not even there anymore, or being able to have a conversation with anybody, because I've been abused mentally so much out here. I've been abused mentally, sexually, physically out here so much that I feel like I should be already gone, and I should have been already in straps in the crazy house. You know what I mean? And it's messed up because society plays a lot of part of it. There's societies that play a part of you going crazy. Like that is going crazy. They want to drive the drug addicts crazy, make them trip, so they either get out of the streets or fucking get back in prison or in an institute where they 5150 crazy.
So what do you think it would help with this blue epidemic
I
out
think
here.
with this blue epidemic, and I've honestly like, because money makes the world go around, and I understand, but I feel like I don't understand how people get addicted to blues. I really don't understand because I've done them.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, I've done them, and I don't understand how people say they pass. They. I don't understand how people say they overdose, because I don't smoke them. And one time my knees, because I fell and my knees felt like they were broken. I couldn't sit. I couldn't. It hurt so bad to stand up or to sit down. That So this guy gave me a tray of an aluminum foil, and it had 6 pills on it. And I hit that, and people died just from hitting one. How is that possible? So is it God?
Some people
It's
take
God,
it
right?
more than others.
It's God, right?
Never know.
Or maybe. See, I just answered myself, but it's amazing to me how things. I don't know, like I just don't understand, because like for I've had like people sit there and hit one pill and pass out right in front of me, like they turn purple, they're dying, and I'm like, I'm just amazed, you know. So to help the blue epidemic, like it is, it's like the government with the COVID. It's like anything else. It's money. And I feel like, honestly, like we can't really do anything. All we can do is show each other love, and show each other, hey, if people got Narcan or whatever, you can, hey, here you go if you ever need it, and give them advice, give each other advice. And people say, oh no, they're never gonna listen. Hey, you never know when one advice out of all the people that give, maybe it got to that person differently. Because sometimes people have different ways of saying things. So maybe the way one person said it to you, maybe you're like, oh man, I remember he told me this. And maybe just that would change a lot, you know? But people don't take the time to do that anymore, because they're like, oh, fuck drug addicts. They don't listen. They're never going to listen, you know? They're going to do what they want to whenever they want. Then they're not going to change. But it's not true. We've lost hope. We've lost faith in people. We've lost everything. Honestly, we lost respect. We've lost hope. We lost faith. We've lost everything, because we feel like addicts are all bad. Addicts are just drug addicts. Are society's rat trash of people. You know what I mean? And it's not like that. There's a lot of addicts out here that still want to change. There's drug addicts out here that still try every day, and we can only try our hardest until we're like, okay, I'm freaking tired, I'm stressed out, and things aren't changing, but I'm gonna still try, and then we end up getting high, because that's our nature out here, you know. But all we can do is challenge ourselves to trying, and some of us do. And no, we're not all trash. No, we're not all bad. And no, we don't all, just because we're addicts, the women, doesn't mean we're going to go sell ourselves, or we're selling ourselves because we need, you know. We still deserve respect. We still deserve to be part of society. And if society can help us, what do you call it, re-enter into them, then maybe it would be a better world. Because I don't think I can't blame it on the blues. I can't blame it on the blues, the crystal meth, the whatever other drugs. We can't blame it on that. We have to blame it on ourselves, because we as people have the power to change that.
Exactly. All right. Well, hey man, thank you for sharing your story. I really
You're
do
welcome.
appreciate
Thank you.
it. Are you okay with me using this on my YouTube channel?
Yes, I'm okay with that.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Yes.